My neighbor has a dog. We've made it to the property, and we have some very exciting news. We have electrical poles. Might be a little hard to see with the camera view, but this is awesome. This one right here was where it stopped originally. See, they trimmed up all these cedars. I'm gonna need to buy bigger mud flats for this truck because my truck is covered in mud right now. Back to the electrical poles. This one's brand new. Oh, and they got the transformer all over there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yep, it's a brand new pole right there. And then perfect, they have this one coming right here. And luckily it's far enough out where it won't mess with turning in or anything. And then bada bang, bada boom. There's the last one right there. Awesome. So, this is where I'm thinking about putting the shops. Is you can just pull in all right in here. We're also going to clear this out for the parking for the wedding. So that's part of what we're going to do today. I'll roll my window up before I start getting mud inside the truck. So that right there, and that one is what $11,000 looks like in poles. Look at this. My own box. Look at it, look at it. No meter, obviously, but I thought they'd put a cover over that or something. Just raw dogging it. That's so cool. It's my meter. I'm always used to working without doing stuff for other people's meters. Oh, panel comes off like this. That's all mine. Look at that. Customer owned. Okay, this is mine. Interesting. Normally they have from the meter down. We have meter everything. So I still got to get a meter put in, but that's not that big a deal. The only thing I'm not liking is this guide wire. That's kind of a bummer. I mean, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it does come out a lot farther than I would have liked. I was wondering why they were doing two. I thought they were going to put the pole here and the guide wire there. But I guess in the long term, we're going to have a deck back here somewhere. I guess it's really not in the way. It's more off to the side. So, awesome, awesome, awesome. So now what we got to do is get a trencher out, or an excavator out here, and dig a trench from there to there, get the electrician out here, and get all the wire done. So hopefully we can do that by the end of the month. Not this month, today's January 29th, so as long as we get this done by February, maybe the second week of February, depending how booked out he is. The other reason I'm happy where this is, like I said, the shop's gonna go over there, and we're allowed to run electrical underground up to 150 feet. So it'll be more than enough to run power out to there and then out to there for the shop. Awesome. Electrical pole. Let's head inside and see how all my weather stripping or weather tightness worked for the windows, because we got a lot of rain and ice. Oh, that's where my other glasses went. Yeah, I'm seeing no signs of any water. And we did have a huge freeze, an ice storm that lasted like a few days, so it would have popped through. But I'm seeing nothing on nothing, just a whole bunch of flies. I'm gonna cover that hole up. Awesome, I am so excited. What do we got here? We have a wasp, that's what we have. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed again. Oh, strong little sucker. Die. Okay, no more wasp. I do need to replace all that with an exterior door. Maybe we'll do that this weekend, I don't know. Awesome. Everything's waterproof. Everything's good to go. I'm gonna have to get used to not having clean equipment. All this was perfectly fine and clean. All this buildup is just from the road. Not my driveway, the road coming off the highway. I'm gonna have to put in a pressure washing station here sooner than later. Okay, that's it. but kind of gonna give you an idea of what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through and clean all this up. This is gonna be the hardest thing to do because it's really wavy in here, so I have to come through and back drag and smooth all this out. And then as well as we're gonna have to come through and clean up all this stuff around the trees here, as well as a dead pile. Put it farther in the back so that we can have it out of sight for the wedding, and then whenever we can burn it. So that's the plan, just all that equipment work. almost out of footage, and I don't want to use up all my footage in case I want to film something else. So I got pretty much everything cleaned up. Unfortunately, these two did have to come down. Reason being is they were a little too close to the house. I wanted to keep it, but Ella did not, because we will be doing additions this way, so we'll just kind of, it'll become a problem. That's sad. But it does open this back up a lot more so they can paint it. So basically all I'm going to do the rest of the day is take this two stuff back there, swap from that bucket to our smooth bucket to be able to pick up all the stuff that falls through here, smooth out around the trees. And then I got to spend a couple hours probably filling in this low bit right here, and there's a divot there and a divot there, and smoothing all this out. I don't know why right here is so uneven. Would I like to meet? Apparently I'm meeting someone. I don't know why it's so uneven and why it's the only place like that in the entire property. Everything here is really flat except for right here where they put the house, and this will ultimately end up being the backyard. So I'll have to smooth that out. One more thing before I put you away. I did do a lot of trimming back in this wooded area here. The previous owner had trimmed up a little bit, but I wanted to open it up a little bit more, and I'm very happy with how it looks. So basically just kind of came through and cleaned up. Well, there was a lot more like this. The only open area was pretty much right here, so I just came through and opened it up a lot more. Maybe do a little more trimming over here, but I like it a lot. I was going to trim some more out, but Ella said she wants to take a look at it before I get too crazy with it. But I kind of like the idea of it kind of being all encased, where you really can't see nothing and nothing can see you.
Left the big city for the simple country life. Found myself a woman that it took for me to be my wife. I was working on the ground, come sun up to sundown. Hey, I'm trying to make a reputation for a man inside this town. Hard as I try, maybe I just can't. I ain't no up and kind of leaving me. She kissed me one time and she took my heart. Baby, you can love me, you can leave me. I'm a honky-tonk star. Yeah, I'm a honky-tonk star. Well, working 3 jobs, living out of a car. Mama never told me life would get this hard.
All finished up. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, so what I'm actually going to do is a before and after photo right now, so you can kind of see what we're dealing with, but it's a lot smoother. The only issue with this dirt is it doesn't really smooth out too nicely. It kind of clumps up, but compared to what it was, it's a million times better. We will have to come through and do some handwork and pick some stuff out and that and whatnot, but we'll go ahead, throw down some grass seed, and it's gonna be real nice. I got it a lot better over there. Reason being is there's gonna be a big deck this area, and we have to still do a septic, so we're nowhere near finished over here. But over there we can throw grass seed down and get that started. Plan for tomorrow is we are going to go grab the 3,000 gallon water tank. I was supposed to head out to Dripping Springs, which is like 2 hours from here, but I found a place in Liberty Hill. Well, one in Liberty Hill and one in Lampasas, so I'm gonna call them and see how much they are, and if I can get one in Lampasas, that'd be best. Worst case scenario, get one in Liberty Hill, and then that's gonna go somewhere over there. So if I can get that pad built, and then on Saturday we got to build a little shed for all the well house and insulate and do all that. So that's gonna be what me and my dad will be doing, so I'll probably talk to him and figure out what supplies we need. So yeah, tomorrow is just gonna be the tank, clean that up, and if we get time, keep clearing. So I will see you guys in the morning.